Good morning everyone. So today we are going to discuss the practical problems on union and intersection of the sets. Practical problems on union and intersection of the sets. As you know already, what is the union of the sets? What is the intersection of the sets? First we discuss about the basics now. As you know already, A union B is nothing but the combined together of A set and B set element are nothing but A union B. And also you know by Venn diagrams. As you know, the rectangle indicates U set, this universal set. The A and B are nothing but A and B are nothing but subsets. By union now, the shaded part becomes the A union of B. Is it right? Similarly, as you know already, what is the intersection of the sets? What is the intersection of the sets? So by intersection, the same thing. As you know, the intersection of the two sets are nothing but the common elements between A and B. The common elements between A and B. So the hatching part becomes intersection of the sets. Similarly, as you know, what is difference of two sets? What is difference of two sets now? So by taking the subtraction now or difference of two sets now, the A minus B is nothing but whatever the elements remains in the A set is nothing but A minus B. So that is nothing but the shaded part. The remaining elements are nothing but A minus B. Similarly, if you go with B minus A, this part becomes the, if you consider A, so the shaded part becomes B minus A. So now by considering this basics now, next we go the practical problems on union and intersection of the sets. So especially these problems are used for our daily life. As you know, playing cricket, carom, footballs, the number of students are there, players are there, depends on that. You have to solve the problems now. How we can use this union and intersection or difference of sets now? By combining this together, we can also write it as, ಇವು ಎಲ್ಲಾನು together combine ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ನಾನು ನಮ್ದು ಕಾಮನ್ ಆಗಿ shaded parts ತೋರಿಸ್ತೀನಿ ನೋಡ್ರಿ. The same thing, this is A, B now. Is it right? So this one, the first one is nothing but we can consider it as A minus B. Next, this part if you consider, that is B minus A, and the middle one, the shaded part is nothing but that is A intersection B. Is it right? By considering it now, I will tell three theorems now. The first theorem is if A and B sets are disjoint finite set. As you know what is meant by finite set. The finite elements are there in the sets is nothing but finite set. So therefore, by considering A and B are the finite sets now, let us take n of A. What do you mean by n of A? N of A is nothing but number of elements of A set. Number of elements of set A means if we consider A as 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, 10 now. So for example, A set elements are having 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, 10 now. What do you mean by n of A now? N of A are nothing but total number of elements of set A, means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. Sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Total 7 elements are there. Therefore, n of A is equal to 7 here. Understand the concept? A is nothing but a set, but n of A is nothing but number of elements of a set A. That is nothing but 7. So this way, we have to take small n of means bracket n of A. So by considering now n of A and n of B is separate, and similarly n of A in N is separate. So now A and B are disjoint finite set now. As you know, disjoint means the A intersection B becomes what? The null set. If it is having disjoint sets, A intersection B is what? Null set. So therefore, for a first theorem, n of A in NB means total number of elements of A in NB is equal to what? N of A plus n of B. ಇದರ ಮೀನಿಂಗ್ ಏನ್ರಿ? ಈಗ ಒಂದು ಯೂನಿಯನ್ ಸೆಟ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ A ಸೆಟ್ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಮತ್ತು B ಸೆಟ್ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಆಗಿದ್ರೆ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ನಾವು? ಕಾಮನ್ ಆಗಿ n of A plus n of B ನ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ದ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್? ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಥಿಯರಮ್. This specially used for when A and B are having a disjoint and finite sets. Finite sets ಮಾತ್ರ practical problems, unions, intersection of sets ಯೂಸ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಗೊತ್ತಿರಲಿ finite set. Infinite sets ಗೆ countable ಇರಂಗಿದ್ರೆ ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಅದು ಯೂಸ್ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ. So this way the theorem 1 comes now. Understand the concept? Going the second theorem now. The second theorem is nothing but n of A in n of B is equal to what? N of A plus n of B minus n of A intersection B is there. So for this one also, A and B are non-disjoint finite set. First one ಏನಿದ್ರೆ disjoint finite set ಆಗಿತ್ತು, but for the second theorem, A and B are non-disjoint finite sets. By considering now, as you know already, the Venn diagram I will draw once again. So this part is equal to A minus B, and this part is nothing but means shaded part is nothing but B minus A. Whatever the middle part is there, that is nothing but A intersection B, as you know already. Then how this theorem comes now? So by taking n of A in B now, ಈಗ n of A in B ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? A in B ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿದ್ದಲ್ಲ ನಿಮಗೆ? A in B is nothing but the whole shaded part. ಅಂದ್ರೆ A minus B, A intersection B as well as B minus A ಏನಾಗಿರ್ತೈತ್ರಿ ಅಲ್ಲಿ? ಮೂರು ಕಂಬೈನ್ ಆಗಿರ್ತಾವ. ಆ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಗೆ ಏನಂತೀವಿ? ಈ ಹೋಲ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಗೆ this whole part is called as A in B. Is it right? By considering now for A in B now, that will becomes first one n of A minus B, next plus n of B minus A, next what? n of A intersection B. ಇದಾಗಿರ್ತೈತಿ ಕಾಮನ್ ಆಗಿ ನಾವು Venn diagrams mapping ಒಳಗೆ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ. So A and B becomes, by comparing these two Venn diagrams now, this will be the RHS now. By taking this one, you have to prove the n of A plus n of B minus n of A minus B. So now, considering now the first step, n of A minus B will be as it is, plus now the second term we can means third term we can consider in the second one also. So I will take this term in the second step now. as it is. Similarly, by taking n of b minus a as it is. Now I will take one extra term now. That is nothing but again n of a intersection b. These three are there already here. You ಮೂರು already ತಗೊಂಡಿರಿ, consider ಮಾಡಿರಿ. The fourth one is extra now. The extra term is we are going to subtract. Taking plus n of a intersection b, taking minus n of a intersection b. If you subtract both, again the previous steps comes. If you subtract both, the previous steps comes now. Now by considering this one and similarly by considering this one, as you know, n of a minus b and a intersection b, if you add, the only one element comes, that is nothing but a set. ಈಗ ನೋಡ್ರಿ ಒಂದೇ ಸೆಟ್ ಹಾಕಿರ್ತೀನಿ. ಇದು ಏನ್ರಿ a. ಈಗ a ಬರ್ಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಇದು ಇಷ್ಟು ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಬರ್ಬೇಕ್ರಿ. ಹಂಗಂದ್ರೆ n of a minus b addition n of a intersection b ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಏನಾಗತ್ರಿ, this will comes as n of a. ಇದೇನಾಗಿದ್ರಿ n of a ಬರುತ್ತೆ. By considering this two now means this part, the shaded part and the middle part, ಇವು ಎರಡನ್ನು add ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅದು n of b ಬರುತ್ತೆ. So therefore the second one comes n of b now minus n of a intersection b. So this way the theorem 2 comes now. So the theorem 2 can be written as, ಈಗ ಇದನ್ನ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ರೀತಿನೂ ಬರಿಬಹುದು ನೋಡ್ರಿ. ಈ minus n of a intersection b ನ ನಾವು LHS ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ that will become so n of a intersection b is equal to the RHS part will be as it is, means n of a plus n of b is as it is. Taking RHS part minus term in the LHS side and taking the LHS part in the RHS side. ಹಂಗಂದ್ರೆ ಇದು minus of n of a intersection b ಇದ್ದದ ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಆತಂದ್ರೆ n of a in b ಇದ್ದದ RHS ಅಂದಾಗ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ minus ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. So this way we can write the second theorem. So understand the concept. Going with the third theorem now. If a, b and c are non-disjoint finite sets are there, means you have to go for another formula. That one you have to remember. The formula becomes a in n of b in n of c is equal to n of a plus n of b plus n of c minus n of a intersection b minus n of b intersection c and n of a intersection c, and last one plus n of a intersection b intersection c comes. So this one you have to remember when 3 sets comes. So this is not having for to prove. First one ಆಗಿರಬಹುದು, second one ಆಗಿರಬಹುದು, third one ಆಗಿರಬಹುದು. Prove ಇಲ್ಲ. Only you have to remember the formula, means theorems. So here n of a and b and c becomes what? N of a plus n of b plus n of c minus n of a intersection b, n of b intersection c minus n of a intersection c plus n of a intersection b intersection c. So by taking these three theorems now, you ಮೂರು theorems ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ some practical problems ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ by using formula as well as Venn diagram also. ಎರಡು ಮೆಥಡ್ಸ್ ನಿಂತ ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಯಾವುದು ಕನ್ವೀನಿಯಂಟ್ ಅನ್ಸುತ್ತೆ ಅದನ್ನ ನೆನಪಿಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. So now one example as you consider, if x and y are the two sets such that x union y has 50 elements, x has 28 elements and y has 32 elements, how many elements does x intersection y has ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ. So first of all you statement problems ಆಗಿರೋದು. By that first you have to write the given data. ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ನೆನಪಿಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ given data ಬರೀಬೇಕು. So therefore what is the first one? n of x union y becomes what? Having a 50 elements now. ಎಷ್ಟು ಅದಾವ್ರಿ ಅಲ್ಲಿ 50 elements ಅದಾವ. And similarly separate x means set is nothing but having 28 elements now. Next n of y has 32 elements now. Next what they are asking, you have to find out n of x intersection y. X intersection y ಕಂಡುಹಿಡಿಯಬೇಕು ಈಗ. So by taking the second theorem now, as already you know that n of a and b is nothing but n of a plus n of b minus n of a intersection b ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ theorem 2. ಇಲ್ಲೇ a ಮತ್ತು b ಸೆಟ್ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡಿದರೆ ಇಲ್ಲೇ x and y are nothing but two sets. X and y are nothing but two sets. By considering the second theorem now, n of x union y is equal to what now? n of x plus n of y minus n of x intersection y. ಈ ರೀತಿ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡಿ. ಹಾಗಂದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಕಂಡುಹಿಡಿಯಬೇಕಾಗಿರೋದು ಯಾವುದ್ರೆ n of x intersection y ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ let us take this whole term, means this element in the LHS side. LHS side consider ಮಾಡ್ರಿ. The LHS side is out to consider in the RHS side. So therefore n of x intersection y becomes what now? n of x plus n of y minus n of n of x intersection x union y will becomes. Now substituting the values now, automatically you will get the answer. So now n of x is nothing but how much elements are there? 28 elements. Next n of y is nothing but having 32 elements minus what? The n of x union y is nothing but 50 elements are there, 50. So now if you add 28 plus 32, that will become 60 minus 50, then you will get 10 is nothing but the elements of what? Elements of x intersection y. So this way you have to use the theorems now. ಈ ರೀತಿ ಈ theorems ಅನ್ನು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ the same problem I will tell you by the Venn diagram. Venn diagram ಲಿಂದನೂ ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡೋದು. Venn diagram ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಗೊತ್ತಲ್ರಿ, ಇದು x ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡೋದಾಗಿದೆ. ಈಗ ಇದು y ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡ್ರಿ. This is nothing but now union set ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಯೂನಿವರ್ಸಲ್ ಸೆಟ್. ಸೊ ಹಂಗಂದ್ರೆ ಈಗ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಸ್ ನೋಡ್ರಿ, ಯಾವುದರಲ್ಲಿ n of x 28, n of x 28 ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇದು ಹೋಲ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ 28. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ n of y is also 32 ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಹೋಲ್ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಇದು 32. By combining together, ಕಾಮನ್ ಆಗಿ ನೋಡ್ರಿ, ಕಂಬೈನ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಟೂ ಸೆಟ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಎರಡು ಸೆಟ್ ಅನ್ನ ಕಂಬೈನ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಏನ್ ಬರ್ತಾವ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀರಿ? ಇದು ಶೇಡೆಡ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿರ್ತೈತಿ. ಬಟ್ ಈಗ ಏನಿದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ 50 ಅಂತ ಕೊಟ್ಟಾರ. ಈ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಏನೈತಿ ಟೋಟಲ್ 50 ಅಂತ ಕೊಟ್ಟಾರ. ಸೊ ಹಂಗಂದ್ರೆ ಈಗ ಎರಡು ಆಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ 60 ಬರ್ತದೆ. 60 ಒಳಗೆ 50 ಹೋದ್ರೆ ಆಟೋಮೆಟಿಕ್ ಇದು ಯಾವ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ? ಈಗ this part is nothing but n of x intersection y. So that purpose in 60 in the middle one comes 10 here. Automatically the n of a itself becomes 28 as well as 32, but n of x intersection y becomes 10. So by Venn diagram also you can solve the problem. So understand the concept. With the second problem now, the class has 80 students and 60 students speak Kannada language only and 40 students speak English language only. Then you have to find out how many students speak both the language, the Kannada as well as English language. ಎರಡು ಕನ್ನಡ ಮತ್ತು ಇಂಗ್ಲಿಷ್ ಮಾತಾಡೋರನ್ನ ಕಂಡುಹಿಡಿಯಬೇಕು ಈಗ. So now if you consider the Kannada n of k is nothing but the set of who speaks Kannada language only. N of E is nothing but the set of who speaks English language only. So therefore, how many students speak Kannada language now? Yes, students Kannada language ಮಾತಾಡ್ತಾರೆ totally 60. And how many speaks English language now? The 40 students are there. In a class there are 80 students are there, so therefore you have to consider it as k union of e. ಏನು ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಇಲ್ಲಿ? n of k union e is nothing but 80 students. Now they ask how many students speak both the language Kannada as well as English. So by considering the Kannada intersection means both the language who speaks, that one you have to find out. Again considering the second theorem itself, n of a intersection b is equal to what? N of a plus n of b minus n of a union b is there. ನೋಡ್ರಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಇಂಟರ್ಸೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಇದ್ದಾಗ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಯೂನಿಯನ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಯೂನಿಯನ್ ಇದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಇಂಟರ್ಸೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್. So by considering now a is nothing but a set, nothing but here you have to consider k. Next b is nothing but e. K is nothing but set of who speaks only Kannada language, here English language. So now considering n of k plus n of e, n of k union e now. Now substituting the value, substitute my value 60 plus 40 minus 80 is there. So automatically 100 minus 80 becomes what? The 20 students speaks the Kannada as well as English language. ಈ 20 ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಏನಾಗಿರ್ತಾರೆ ಕನ್ನಡ ಮತ್ತು ಇಂಗ್ಲಿಷ್ ಲ್ಯಾಂಗ್ವೇಜ್ ಅನ್ನು ರೀಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಟೇಕ್ ದ ಪೈ ಚಾರ್ಟ್ ಇಟ್ಸೆಲ್ಫ್. ಪೈ ಚಾರ್ಟ್ ಅನ್ನು ನೋಡಬಹುದು ನೀವು. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕನ್ನಡ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ತೋರಿ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಇಂಗ್ಲಿಷ್ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ the whole n of k union is nothing but 80 here, n of k is 60 here, here 40. Automatically here you will get who speaks both Kannada as well as English. Total 100 are there. Out of 100, the class students are 80 now. 100 minus 80 becomes what? 20 here. So answer comes 20. In both the way you can solve the problem by Venn diagram as well as by theorem. Similarly, going with the third problem now. In a school, there are 20 teachers are there. The total number of teachers are 20 here, who teach mathematics or physics of this, and 12 teaches only mathematics and 4 teaches both the physics and maths here. So how many teaches physics you have to find out? As we discussed, first write down the given data. Given data very big. Given data ಏನು ಕೊಟ್ಟ ನೋಡ್ರಿ, in a school there are 20 teachers are there. The 20 teachers are nothing but I will consider n of m union p now. M indicates the set of who teaches only mathematics. N of p is nothing but the set of who teaches only physics now. So total number of teachers are 20 here. So let us consider m union p. M indicates mathematics, P indicates physics. So now here again going with the next one, who teaches 20 teachers who teaches mathematics or physics or ಅಂತ ಇಟ್ಟಿಲ್ಲ. ನಾ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೆ or ಇದ್ದಾಗ ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕ್ರಿ, ಯೂನಿಯನ್ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. and ಇದ್ದಾಗ ಏನು ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕ್ರಿ, ಇಂಟರ್ಸೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. or ಇದ್ದಾಗ ಯೂನಿಯನ್, and ಇದ್ದಾಗ intersection consider ಮಾಡ್ರಿ. So now union it becomes, now next one 12 teaches only mathematics now. Mathematics ಎಷ್ಟು ಅಂತ ಟೀಚ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, only 12 members, and 4 teachers both the physics and ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಿದೆ ನೋಡ್ರಿ and maths is there. So therefore n of m intersection p becomes what? 4. The 4 in way ಅವರು mathematics ಟೀಚ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರ, physics ಟೀಚ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರ. So commonly here you have to find out how many teaches physics now. How many teaches physics now? By considering the given data now, again considering the same second theorem itself, n of m union p is equal to what? n of m plus n of p minus n of m intersection p. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಯೂನಿಯನ್ ಇದ್ದಾಗ ಇಂಟರ್ಸೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಬರ್ತದೆ, ಇಂಟರ್ಸೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಇದ್ದಾಗ ಯೂನಿಯನ್ ಬರ್ತದೆ. So now this one you have to find out now. ಇದನ್ನ ಇಷ್ಟು ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಫೈಂಡ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾ, ಈ ಟರ್ಮ್ ಕಂಡುಹಿಡಿಬೇಕಾ. So therefore take these two terms in the LHS side. LHS side consider ಮಾಡಿ. So therefore n of m union p minus n of m, next minus ಇದು LHS ಬಂದಾಗ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ n of m intersection b. In RHS only one term remains, that is n of p now. By substituting this value, we will get the n of p now. N of m in n p nothing but how many class teachers are there? 20. Next, mathematics teachers 12 members. Next, both the language 4 here. So n of p, how it will come? 20 plus 4, 24 minus 12 is 12 itself. So 12 teachers who teach only physics. So this way you have to solve the problem using second theorem. Understand the concept? By Venn diagram also you can solve. So this is M set, this is P set now. Union of P is there, total members are 20 here, but in that 12 teachers are only teach mathematics. Next, both having 4 here. Out of 20, if you subtract 16 now, so total members 20 are 12 teaches mathematics, physics system physics andre or maths ಹೇಳ್ತಿರ್ತಾರ ಕಾಮನ್ ಆಗಿ ಫಿಸಿಕ್ಸ್ ಟೋಟಲ್ ಫಿಸಿಕ್ಸ್ ಎಷ್ಟು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ. ಸೊ ಹಂಗಂದ್ರೆ ನಾವು 20 ಏನ್ರಿ ಟೀಚರ್ಸ್ ಆಗಬೇಕಾ 16 ಐತಿ. 16 ಅಂದ್ರೆ ರಿಮೈನಿಂಗ್ 6 ಆಂಗಲ್ ರೀ, 4 ಆಂಗಲ್ 4 ಓನ್ಲಿ ಹ್ಯಾವಿಂಗ್ ಬೋತ್ ಮ್ಯಾಥ್ಸ್ as well as physics. ಸೊ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ 12 ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ 12 plus 4 16, ಬಟ್ ಬೋತ್ ಲ್ಯಾಂಗ್ವೇಜ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಪರ್ಟಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಫಿಸಿಕ್ಸ್ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ that will becomes the answer. So in the last problem, fifth example, in a survey of 400 students in a school, 100 were listed as taking apple juice and 150 are taking orange juice and 70 were listed both taking apple juice as well as orange juice. So here you have to find out how many students were taking neither apple or orange juice. You have to find out. ಯಾರು ಆರೆಂಜ್ ಮತ್ತು ಆಪಲ್ ಜ್ಯೂಸ್ ಯಾರು ಕುಡಿಯೋದಿಲ್ಲಲ್ರಿ ಅವರು ಅದನ್ನೇ ಕಂಡುಹಿಡಿಯಬೇಕು ಈಗ. ಸೊ ನಾವು ಇನ್ ಅ ಸರ್ವೆ 400 ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ದೇರ್, ಟೇಕ್ ಇಟ್ ಆಸ್ ಯು. ಒಂದು ಪೂರ್ತಿ ಟೋಟಲ್ ನಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಯು ಅಂತ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಗಿವನ್ ಡಾಟಾ ಬೇರೆ ಫಸ್ಟ್, ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ನಥಿಂಗ್ ಬಟ್ 400 ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್. ನಾವು ಹಿಯರ್ 100 ವೇರ್ ಟೇಕಿಂಗ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಆಪಲ್ ಜ್ಯೂಸ್ ನಾವು. ಸೊ ಹಂಗಂದ್ರೆ ಎನ್ ಆಫ್ ಎ ಅಂದ್ರೆ who are drinks only apple juice, so n of a is equal to 100 is there. Next 150 are taking orange juice now, adana b anta ಹೇಳಿ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ 150 ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. now here 75 were listed taking both apple as well as orange juice now. ಏನು ಹೇಳಿದ್ರಿ and ಅಂದಾಗ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಇಂಟರ್ಸೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. so therefore that is equal to 75. So now here, how many students were taking neither apple nor orange juice now? Neither or nor ಅಂದಾಗ ನೆನಪಿಟ್ಕೋರಿ, ಡ್ಯಾಶ್ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. n of a dash intersection b dash ಕಂಡುಹಿಡಿಯಬೇಕು. ಹಂಗಂದ್ರೆ ಇದು ನೀವು ಡಿ ಮೋರ್ಗನ್ ಥಿಯರಮ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಕಲ್ತಿರಿ. ಸೊ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ಪರ್ಪಸ್ n of a dash intersection b dash ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ u minus n of a intersection b ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಐತಿ, u minus n of a intersection b. ಹಂಗಂದ್ರೆ ಈ ಒಂದು ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಗೆ ನೀವು ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಥಿಯರಮ್ ಅನ್ನು ಅಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಸೊ u will be as it is, u ನ as it is ಬರ್ಕೋರಿ, u as it is ಬರ್ಕೋರಿ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ what happens, instead of n a intersection b value ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ಇಲ್ಲಿ. by considering the second theorem now we can write it as n of a whole bracket ಹಾಕೋರಿಲ್ಲೇ plus n of b minus n of a in n b ಆಗಿದೆ. ಇದೇನೇ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಥಿಯರಮ್. instead of this one only you have to put square bracket now. this is the theorem now. by considering now minus here, minus into plus becomes minus n of a minus n of b plus minus into minus become plus n of a in n b. it becomes, by substituting the values now, the total number of students are nothing but 400 are there, and who takes only apple, that is 100. next orange juice 150. next plus both juices means apple and orange juices produced, that is nothing but 75. By adding now 400 plus 75, 475, 475 250 becomes just agutile 225 now. So this way you have to solve the problems by considering all three theorems now. So thank you. Next example will be I will tell in the next video.